Hey, what up, fam? It's your boy CJ Richardson. Welcome back to We Talk Sports. I got the crew with me tonight, man. Y'all know what time it is. It's draft time, man. It's the time where you improve your team. I mean, if you're not the Philadelphia Eagles, the New York Giants, or the Washington Redskins football team or Commanders, because I don't expect them to get any better this off season. But enough of that. Before we go forward, let's go back. I remember it was just a year ago we was doing this thing called drafting players, and we came up with a diamond in the rough. Now, I wasn't really in favor of this, but this is turning out to be one of my favorite sports moments in the world. And I need you guys to take a look at this before we get this show started. He's a maniac, I know. And he hits like no other I've seen before. Y'all remember Michael Parsons when he stepped from behind that curtain, boy, jumped up into the commissioner's arms, boy. I was like, oh no. But had I known now what I known then, I would have been screaming, oh yeah, this boy is bad. Can the Cowboys strike gold again? Michael Parsons, you did the dang thing, boy. You know what I'm saying? So right now, what we got to do is welcome everybody to We Talk Sports, man. I introduce you to my panel real quick. Tonight, we got sitting in. Look, we got sitting in. See, we got a special guest with us tonight. Y'all start clapping right now for Diane. Hey, Diane, how are you?
Hey, everyone. I am doing amazing. How's everybody doing out there?
I'm sure doing amazing is a good thing, man. And you are from Texas, am I correct?
Well, I grew up in Dallas, was away for some time. Now I'm back in Dallas. I actually just moved back in November last year. So yeah, but I went to school here, went to high school. So I'm claiming Dallas, been claiming Dallas Cowboys since I was conceived.
Ooh.
So
I guess when I sing that song, I'm a Cowboy fan, it kind of resonates with you.
It resonates, yes.
Okay, well, we're glad to have you on the program, and we tell everybody that you're welcome to the program. We Talk Sports is not a Dallas Cowboys program. I mean, I can't help what I attract. I'm a Cowboy fan, so if you're a Cowboy fan, you're more than welcome. But if you're a sports fan, we need you. So it's an interactive podcast. That's how these guys join me on the screen tonight. So what I'll do is copy the link into the program now. If you are one of those people that you love talking sports and you don't mind being seen, you can hit that link and we'll add you to the program. Also, I got sitting in with me my partners in crime. I got Justin, who's over there adjusting. He has the last year's draft hat on and some gloves. You know, what's up, Jay? How you doing tonight, man?
Can't complain.
Well, that's always a blessing when you can't complain. You know, so glad to have you here on the program as well. What's up, Rodney? We got Rodney sitting over here. Looks like he has a Cowboys Redskin background. He's sporting one glove. Tiger Woods, Tony Romo. They all like the golf course. He got the Dak Prescott jersey on. Okay, then.
If I'm in Washington, as usual.
Yeah, that's our home field too. The trash can south up 95, 395 north. And we'll be back up there each and every year until they tear that dumpster down. That's just the way it is, man. All right, so before we go forward, man, y'all saw me. I played the video with Michael Parsons. We drafted him with that first pick last year. Real quick, tell me how you initially felt about the draft pick and how you feel now. Because I just told y'all when we first drafted him, I was like, he's a great player, but I need a defensive back. No, but now I'm saying, oh, yes, thank you, football guard. So how did you feel about that, Diane, when it first happened, and how do you feel now?
You know, just like you, CJ, I wasn't sure about him, about his stats. But of course, you know, he did his thing. He proved everybody wrong who had any kind of negative thoughts that he wasn't going to perform. So, yeah, he did his thing. He did his thing.
And he's still doing his thing.
Still doing his thing.
That's right. How do you feel, Justin? How did you feel the before and the after?
We had our draft party last year, me, you, and Rodney, and we had some other fans too. But we summed it up with, what does he do for us on 3rd and 23?
Yeah.
But looking back on it, I love the pick. Now I'll go with a different approach. With us cutting Amari Cooper, had we kept the 10th pick, we would have had Devontae Smith, and that might have offset Amari walking, or we could have let Gallup walk.
Okay. All right, cool. Good deal. Let's say hello before we get to you, Rodney, to a few people that's watching. We got Jasper Carter Jr. out there. What's up, Jasper? Zaquan Knox is watching. John Bean here. What's up, Jay? You know you're welcome to the program at any time. We put the link in the comments so you can hit it if you feel like it. If you cleaned up the back, I'm just messing with you, man. What's up, Tanya Yum Fisher? She's always around. We appreciate you, Tanya, and everybody else that's watching. We really appreciate you. So getting back to Rodney, how do you feel about that pick? You know,
before the pick, I was like I agree with you, Justin and Diane. I said, we definitely needed DB was number one, and I was definitely let down when both DBs were picked ahead of us.
Right.
And then Michael Parsons was like, we'll see. I had to see. You know what I'm saying? In order for the pick to be, But if I had, if I had it to do all over, if I was picking, I still would pick it. I still would have traded up maybe to get a DB.
Okay, good deal. I don't know if we would have traded up. We missed both D backs by one pick. You know, they both went off the board right before us, and I'm trying not to bash the Dallas front office, but it's hard, like we didn't do anything. Everybody, we didn't make any moves last year, so, but we got the best player on the board, and he's proven that he was well worth it, and I'm happy with Michael Parsons. So I guess we'll start the show off since we're already talking about the Dallas Cowboys. Who would you like to see the Dallas Cowboys draft? Now let me reset for a second. Okay. This is a draft show. We're talking about the Cowboys and building for the future. This is not like lay your hat down and bet the house on what we say tonight. We're giving our opinions. We're not that draft show that's going in. We're not ESPN. We're not FS1. We're Cowboy fans talking casual football. We're not that, they told me they were going to. No, you can do all that. We're not going to get it right. We can promise you right now, we're not going to get it right. We're just telling you from a fan's perspective, and each one of us has an opinion, and it's valued, and you guys have an opinion as well. What would you guys, or who would you guys like to see the Dallas Cowboys take first in tomorrow night's draft? And we're going to go ladies first, You're
gonna put me on the spot like that. So I think, based on our past performance, I don't necessarily have a name in terms of a pick,
I got you.
but our offensive line,
we
could use a wide receiver. That's my thoughts on that.
Okay.
In terms of our defense, I think we're pretty good. Just need a little bit more depth on that.
Right.
But yeah, we could use a wide receiver for sure on the offense, and maybe a safety or something.
We pick at 24, so that ought to play a factor as well. What do you think we need to do, Rodney?
First, I think we need to do is actually move up into the draft and get a premium player. In my opinion, based on each playoff loss that we've had in the last 6 seasons. We can date even back to the Romo era in 2014. We've had issues getting to the quarterback. Okay. So I feel like the number one issue or number one position that we need to address is defensive end. And if we can get into the top 6 and go get Kayvon Thibodeau, I know that he was linked to us. And there are rumors that we would give up we would swap our 24th pick, a 2, and a next year's 1. I feel like that would help us, on the defensive side.
Right. What do you think, Justin? That's a good point, Rodney. Good perspective. What do you think, Justin?
I agree with Rodney.
Appreciate it, CJ.
I agree with Rodney going defense. I as well would go the 24th pick with the first for next year, and I know we have 9 picks, so we have 5 picks between rounds 4 through 7.
Right.
I would leverage one of those and go up into the top 14 and try to acquire either Derek Stingley from LSU at corner
Right.
I like
or
him
Kyle
too.
Hamilton, the safety from Notre Dame, who has a player comparison to Brian Dawkins.
Okay. Well,
Okay. I like that. I like that
I'm
view.
not gonna disagree with you guys, but I'm gonna take a different angle on this one because the defense did show an improvement last year, and we did lose a few guys. However, the best defense might be a good offense. So if we could move up, and players are falling. There are a couple of players that are falling. They could fall right into our hands if we move up. We're at 24 right now, so I don't see us moving into the top 10 and without giving up a lot. So if we were to move up to around 10, 11, 12, something like that, offensive linemen, if we could get one, early, because one drops, that would be huge for us. Everybody always talk, Dak is running for his life. He had a 45% blitz ratio or pocket ratio that somebody was getting into the pocket last year. So we got to be able to protect him first. We already gave him the big money. We want to see him play the entire year. So if we were to grab a lineman, I wouldn't be mad, because that's a need. And I ranked the players that I thought that we needed. I thought guard and tackle were number one on my list. That's what we need. That's not what we have to grab. But the guard and tackle to me was number one. I had linebacker at number two. And then on my list, I had wide receiver in the number 3 spot, based on availability and how the board shakes up. And then I had D tackle and defensive end at 4 and 5. And I had tight end on the board, depending on whatever our long-term plans are with Dalton Schultz. So, I'm kind of like, we need everything. This goes back to every Dallas Cowboys draft. You can't go wrong with whatever you pick. You know what I'm saying? Because we kind of every year put ourselves in a position that we need everything. So we have to see how that board plays up, what kind of deals will be made, and on draft day. That's why I said there's no really
wrong answer.
There is no wrong answer.
And I agree with everybody on the panel, and
Right.
I wouldn't be mad if we drafted any position because it's a need.
Right. We just got to get I think the thing that the Dallas Cowboys have to do is we have to start making smarter choices, not the flashy choices, because sometimes we go after names, and the names don't turn out to be what we need, Yes, Justin?
A name to watch that is dropping is the guy that was the consensus number 1 pick all throughout the pre-draft process, which is the left tackle from Alabama, Evan Neal.
Right, medical issues, right?
He's dropping because of medical issues,
right?
And that is a left tackle that could fall in our lap, similar to what La'el Collins did a couple of years ago when he got suspected because of the murder charge that was floating around with an ex of his. He was questioned for it, and he fell in our lap after the draft. So that's a name to watch.
Jasper Carter said we definitely need offensive linemen, and Katrina McDream says definitely a need, for some of the guys that you guys were talking about. And then Williams says maybe a linebacker. Exactly, man. And Tony Holmes, once again, he said best player available, and that's always a plus when you get the best player available.
I will throw out that this draft is deep at wide receiver, deep at offensive line, and deep at defensive line. So if you are looking for those 3 areas, this is your year.
Okay, so I'm gonna twist that question up a little bit. Okay, we can get any player on the board. I'm talking to all Cowboy fans because we all got a player that, I want him. This is just an open-ended question. We may not get this player, but if there's a player out there that you can say, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna sign this guy. Who's your guy, Justin? What's the guy that you would just go out and sign?
2nd round pick, John Mechie out of Alabama.
No. I'm talking about any of the players on the board. You want to go all the way to the 2nd round? I'm talking about right now. You get it on the first. You got the pick of the litter. Who would you choose?
First round, I would go Olave.
Okay, Olave.
With who?
The wide receiver from Ohio State. And what would you do, Rodney?
All right, so where are we picking at?
No. You can pick any player that's available in the draft. Don't worry about what the pick is. Who would you want?
Oh, Kayvon Thibodeau, Oregon.
Okay. Well, that's your boy because you're an Oregon fan, so I figured you would choose him. And Diane, who would you choose?
This may not be like top of the line.
It don't matter. It's
It
your
don't
pick.
matter.
Trayvon Wilson from Georgia.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good pick. Me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I would pick the safety on what is it, a Holman from Notre Dame, and the reason why,
Kyle Hamilton.
yeah, Hamilton. When was the last time we drafted a safety, a top 10?
I think Darren Woodson.
That's a long time. You know, we need
I
somebody.
mean, would you count Roy Williams?
Yeah, but Roy cost us 2 in the end. But Roy was good.
Yeah.
But my point is, we need
He's a thumper.
we need somebody back there. You know, you might get by the linebacker, but we got somebody to say, okay, well, you're not going over the top. You're gonna get this hammer. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
everybody needs
That
Yeah.
hammer.
He old school. He played bare hands, no gloves.
Yeah, so I like that guy, man. You know, I know some other fancy names on the board, but yeah, that's the guy that I would go out there and grab.
I would say a close second would be Kenyon Green out of Texas A&M, the offensive guard who could
Oh,
play
yeah.
all 5 positions on the line, center, tackle. But he
I like
primarily
him
would be a
too.
guard. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what other needs? Do you think the Dallas Cowboys should draft a running back in this draft? Rodney?
It wouldn't hurt.
Is that a
It-
yes
it
or
just-
no?
I mean, we have Tony Pollard as the backup, so no.
Right. Okay. But Tony Pollard is not going to play for cheap, and he's multi-purpose, and he's coming up on contracts. So you have to build for the future, you know. So
Okay,
if
I
you can
understand.
grab a running back, you know, maybe. But Justin,
Yeah, maybe.
James Cook out of Georgia.
Georgia's just loaded in the draft, right?
Yes,
James
they
Cook.
are. They have it.
James Cook out of Georgia, who is also Dalvin Cook's little brother.
They
That's
look
what I'm doing right
identical too.
And what do you think, Diane?
Yeah, we could use a running back. I don't have a name though, but for sure, you
You
always
don't
have to
have a name.
be
Yeah.
proactive. You know, injuries. You know, you got to get a backup to the backup.
Back up to the backup. And I think we should draft one too in the later rounds. Tony Holmes says no, you know what I'm saying? Tell us why, Tony. And then Tony also says Will McClay will bring us a splash pick, the big kid from Georgia, defensive lineman. I don't think he's gonna be around, you know, unless we move up. And do we really need him as bad as people think we are? I think we need him.
Who?
I don't
What?
think so.
Will McClay?
No.
Jordan Williams.
Jordan Williams.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, I'd like to have him, but when is the thing? And he's not. I don't think he's going to stay on the board as long as a lot of people think he's going to stay on the board.
Most people have him going off the board at with Baltimore, like in the low teens.
Yeah, that's probably where I
Or
see
to
him
the
going.
Chargers. I think the Chargers are around 19.
Okay, good deal. So now that Amari Cooper is gone, how comfortable are you guys with the wide receiver core that we have? Do you think CD can step up and be that number one wide receiver that we need? How do you guys feel about that?
I think so, but we need some help.
Okay. So, I mean, you got Gallup coming back. We got Schultz, and we got Washington from the Steelers. I mean, to me, that's a pretty solid offensive room. And we got Noah Brown, my guy, that always makes the team, Justin.
Gotta stick it to him, right?
I got a name.
What you got?
We always every year have a receiver that breaks out that we forget that we have.
You talking about the boy from Stanford?
Yes.
How did I know that?
We drafted him last year.
Hey, he's all right though.
And he's a possession receiver. He's a
Right.
bigger threat, and I think he can do enough to send Noah Brown packing.
Okay, I hear you. We're gonna see in training camp. Tony Holmes says, don't give on
I
Zeke.
guess give up.
Nobody's giving up on Zeke. I love Zeke, man. You know, I think Zeke is just one of those things, one of those players where, okay, now he got his money, his production went down, and everybody's dogging him. You know what I'm saying? But that's what injuries and lack of offensive line and play calling and changing coaches and people stacking the box. That's what it does, you know. So I'm not giving up on Zeke.
With our receiving core, I will say, if we keep our second round pick and we draft John Mechie out of Alabama, it will be the equivalent of when we drafted Trevon Diggs in the second round, or when we drafted Jalen Smith and everybody looked back at that pick and was like, wow, how did they fall in Dallas's hand?
Right.
Michi tore his ACL in the college playoffs. He was also on the Alabama receiving corps that tore.
He was.
But he was the first one to tear his ACL, and he has breakaway speed, and I don't think he's getting enough respect. All the attention is going to Jameson Williams, and if we draft Michi in the second round, that would be a steal.
Jameson Williams.
If we get Michi, I think Michi can be just as good, and Michi's similar to last year with the Alabama receivers. Everybody was focusing on one guy, focusing on Devontae Smith, and everybody was like, well, if Jalen Waddle gets picked, it could be big time, and I think Michi will end up being just as good, if not better. Okay. And they said his rehab is almost AP-like with his ACL, so he's not going to miss time.
I don't know, man. We'll have to see what happens. I'm always skeptical of us taking injured players based on our past. You know what I'm saying? You know, how do you feel about us drafting previously injured players and with new injuries? Like if you're a senior in college now and you had an injury as a freshman and you've played 3 years after that injury, I don't feel as bad. But if you got a brand new injury, you know, coming into the draft based on the Cowboys history, you know, could you risk drafting a player that high, Diane?
No, not at all. I mean, think about it. If you're putting money on the table and then he's benched because reoccurrence, I mean, where would that leave you? It'll leave you short,
right?
Money-wise and, you know, performance-wise. So, no, I would be skeptical.
And we've been left short before. You know, like people still screaming, bring Dez back. You know, Dez was never the same after he got his money. I don't know who want to hear that, you know, but his performance went down, his mouth went up.
He declined.
Yeah, he declined, and we love Dez, you know, and I think Dez was pro Cowboys until he figured out that the Cowboys weren't gonna bring him back. And then after that, the whole football season, if you guys watch Dez Twitter, every time the Cowboys did something wrong, he laid us out.
Yep. Bitter. He was bitter.
Every goddamn Sunday. And I'm gonna say something else about Dez, Mr.
70. At the games.
Hey, he's the guy. And I think he should end up in the Ring of Honor at some point in time. I really do. But he ain't impressed me one bit doing them videos with them little college boys. I'm just saying, he didn't. You know, y'all seen the videos? Were you impressed?
He looked like Terrell. He looked like T.O. with Johnny Manziel getting the ball thrown to him.
Did he impress you, Diane?
No, not at all.
Okay, because I thought all of his get offs, you know, he ain't going nowhere against them all pro corners putting hands on you. And you ain't outrunning none of them young boys now. Them boys, the combine's getting faster and faster every year. Did y'all check that out? The combine is getting faster and faster every year.
Yeah, they're getting in the 4.2.
Man,
you got D Lyman running 4.4s.
Exactly. Jordan Williams ran a 4.7, and he's a 350-pound defensive tackle. Ooh. And Patrick Mahomes only runs a 4.8. Yes, so
that's my point, man. And how many pounds did he weigh again, Justin? 350?
Yeah, he biscuit shot 350.
Biscuit shot.
And that's what I'm talking about, man. All right, so here's something we got to address, but it's not. I don't think it's a need right now, but everybody talks about it every year. The quarterback room for the Dallas Cowboys. I'm a Dak Prescott fan. I got his jersey on tonight, you know. I'm a Dak Prescott fan. I just want everybody to know that. So y'all can keep hating. Y'all keep hating. You know what I'm saying? But I like Dak. I like his progression, the way he's trending. To me, he's trending up. You know what I'm saying? And he's been through a lot. And every Sunday, if it's one person that I was like, you know what? Dak gonna help me get this win. Every Sunday, I'm counting on Dak Prescott. You know, we went 12-5 last year. But if you ask the Cowboy Nation, you thought we went 5-12.
Yep.
You know, but we actually won 12 games last year. You know, and we probably should have won 15. But I mean, that's the way I think. You know, we definitely should have won on Thanksgiving Day. I'm just gonna put that out there right now.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely should have won that one. That hurt me to my heart. We didn't show up against Denver. You know, Kansas City could have won either way, you know, but we dropped the ball, and we won't be looked at as a true contender until we can get out of that first round of the playoffs. You know, so but I'm a Dak Prescott fan. But do we need to do anything in our quarterback room is the question I got for you guys. And I'm gonna let Justin start this one out. Do we need to do anything in our quarterback room?
Our backups are Ben DiNucci and
Cooper
Rush. It might not be a good opinion, but I would say
Got some. Hold on for a second. We got somebody in the dark. We got somebody in the dark. Right? Okay.
Another female on.
She said another female.
Hey, Mo.
Got somebody
Girl
in the
power.
dark.
Hey, Mo.
Got somebody in the dark. The question that we're asking right now, Mo, since you just joined the show, and we appreciate you all the way from California, California. Yeah, Mo's here. Another Dallas Cowboy diehard. We love you, Mo. And Diane is happy that you. Diane is really happy that you're here.
I am.
She's really happy that you're here. You know, and you were scheduled to be here earlier, but Mo was doing her motherly duties, you know, because all of us got them little spoiled kids. She was, I got to stop at the store for my son. And we appreciate you for stopping. That's right. So you're here now. So the question we're asking now is, do we need to do anything with our quarterback room? Do we need to look at adding a quarterback, whether through the draft, free agency, or just bring somebody in to compete as a backup or whatever the case may be? And who was answering that question? Because I lost
Justin.
Justin was on that question right now.
I wouldn't
Continue,
draft,
sir.
I wouldn't draft a quarterback because this is not a quarterback draft. Beyond Willis and Pickett.
Hey, no, not to cut you off. Not to cut you off. We're not looking for a starter.
I know.
Okay. So my point is, we're not gonna get any of those next year anyway.
I know, but
okay.
I would say right now I don't trust our backups with DiNucci and Cooper Rush in the event that they had to play. Not saying they will.
Whoa! I gotta stop you again. Did you not see Cooper the Duper Super Rush last year? Did Cooper come in and win a game?
He did. He took the Minnesota game. He did.
I rest my case, I guess.
I don't trust DiNucci. I don't trust.
Okay, now that's a whole different ball game.
I don't trust Gucci DiNucci. I would say stay pat. I wouldn't make a move.
Okay. What about adding one in free agency?
I would say give Cam Newton a look.
Oh.
Give who?
I wouldn't say sign him, but give him a look.
But who?
I have an answer to that.
What you got, Mo?
No,
you guys already know. I want an offensive lineman with that first round pick or that second round pick. If we're not going to draft a lineman to protect Dak to throw to all these receivers, everybody want to go first or a second, then we definitely through free agency, I would prefer someone with experience to back up Dak because I don't trust Tyron Smith to stay healthy. Sorry.
Well, we're gonna talk about that too, but I fully agree with you. However, when you go out there on the free agent market right now, I'm gonna let everybody answer the question first. Then we're gonna get back to that.
Or
what do you think?
Draft. I'm not opposed to how we get them.
Yeah, right. How do you feel about that, Rodney?
I think we're good where we're at. Because Cooper Rush knows the system. And I don't know too many backup QBs, honestly, that's available via free agency. Now, we have Nick Foles out there, but the Bears going to want some compensation for him.
I got you. How do you feel, Diane?
Yeah, I agree with Rodney. We're in a good place. I mean, we got good synergy with Coop. It'll work. Bringing on a QB backup right now, I don't think will be in our favor. I'm more around the lines as Mo mentioned.
Here's the deal. Just FYI. I'm always in for player improvement on any area at any time that you can get better. You know what I'm saying? It can't hurt to bring Cam Newton in. You know, it's going to be cheap. You know,
it's going to be cheap. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it ain't going to be that much because right now he doesn't have a market. Nobody wants him. That's why he held out last year. He didn't make a lot of money last year. You know, so it's not going to go up. He didn't take Carolina anywhere. What happened? He had a hot 2 weeks. I'm back, and then he was back on the bench. You know, so my point is, like, if there are veteran quarterbacks available, you can take a look at them. I'm not saying sign them,
Yeah.
but you're always look at people. I know we probably won't look at Cam, but Cam's gonna get a look, and he's gonna get signed by somebody. It might not be the Dallas Cowboys. We might not be smart enough to do that, but Cam Newton can hand the ball off. If we can address some of our issues, he can be an asset with his legs later on in the season when everybody's beat up. Because that's how he came into Carolina and had a good 3 weeks. Because everybody was beat up. But as soon as everybody got recharged, it's like Cam is here, and they start setting those edges. Because you had to play Carolina different when Cam came.
And I would say he has a similar body type to Dak, which could help in that regard too.
Right. So I think not that it's high on the list. It's really far down my list. Really, it was quarterback wasn't even on my list. But but it was a great point that Mo brought up. Yeah. And we talked about the offensive line before you got here, Mo. That was number one on my list. We have to protect that. Yeah, we have to protect that. And you were spot on. Doesn't matter who's back there if he's laying down. So
exactly my point.
Right. So let's talk about Tyron Smith since you brought him up. He was on the program. We were going to talk about him anyway. All right. So Tyron Smith, I like Tyron Smith, but he has a lot of wear and tear on his body. But his contract is so Cowboy friendly. That's what has allowed him to stay a part of the team. So getting rid of him, I think he's only got a year or so left anyway, before his body just tells him, look, bro, it's almost over.
Time to hang it up.
Right. So how do you guys feel about Tyron Smith? And don't fall in love with the jersey because we love Tyron Smith. But where do you see Tyron Smith at with his tenure with the Dallas Cowboys? Because when he's healthy, he's a beast. But every time I see him come out there with that knee brace on his arm, I'm scared.
Yeah, we know he ain't gonna last the whole quarter.
So we're gonna let Diane answer this one first. How do you feel about Tyron Smith?
I'm not sure how much longer he got on his contract.
A couple years?
About 2.
Yeah,
About 2 years.
Yeah,
but it's a user friendly contract though. It's a team friendly.
What?
It's a team friendly contract. Okay. But his only ability is his availability, and that's where we have the problem.
Yeah.
When he's out there, beast mode. And then the 5th, 6th game of the year,
fizzle out.
Right.
Well, hopefully he'll turn it around this year. And,
I don't think Father Times.
You don't think he's gonna keep some momentum?
I just don't think Father Times lets your body get better over as time goes on. You know what I'm saying?
Unless you're Tom Brady.
Well, but Tom Brady is a smart guy, and he's not in the trenches. Tom Brady doesn't get hit every play. Tyron Smith takes a beating every play, double teams, low cuts. He's one player every game. He's taking a beating. How do you feel, Mo?
Well, I wouldn't say. First, I'm gonna answer you the first part of your question. I think Tyron is going to be a Cowboy until he gets tired, or until that's when I think. Because, like you said, his contract is friendly. He's still like the third highest, I think third or fourth highest cap hit on the team, contract friendly or not.
Right.
I just want to see him play a whole season.
Right, me too.
It is my preference to, but it's been such a long time. I feel like this is Sean Lee all over again. Like, what's going on? Where you at?
Exactly.
So I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say.
Okay, so we all love Tyron. We just really it's the performance. He'll be a free agent in the 2024 season. He's gonna get 13.5 this year, his base salary. And I think his all of his money on his contract was front loaded. So really, from here on out, he's a plus on the team. I'm looking at his contract now. He'll be an unrestricted free agent in 2024. So, like we were saying, a couple years left on the deal. So,
might as well keep him.
No, right? It ain't about no. We don't know if we're gonna keep him or not because we don't know what the season's gonna bring. We want to keep him as long as he's healthy and he's performing. The NFL ain't about we love you, we just gonna have you here. I mean, we did that with one player and it already cost us. Y'all know the name? Do I have to say it?
Nah.
We already kept one player too long and we shouldn't have kept him. Y'all don't know who that was?
Jalen Smith.
No, it was 82.
Yeah, Jason Witten. Yeah.
Yeah, Jason Witten, when he retired, he should have left. I mean, I love Jason Witten that time. I don't want to make no Cowboys fans mad, but when he left, he should have stayed. He didn't bring nothing else back to the table when he came back, except for leadership in the locker room. He could have been a goddamn assistant coach, but he cost the roster spot, and he got my boy fired. What was what was the big tight end that I love? It's on the tip of my
Martellus Bennett.
No. The one that got the jersey signed and then
Rico Gathers.
That's my dude.
See,
we couldn't develop Rico because of Jason Witten taking all the snaps. The
Tyron Smith thing would be where I would make a trade. And a name to watch would be Mekhi Becton.
Boy, let me tell you something.
And I say that treading lightly because his camp is saying that he's played his last game with the Jets. I don't know what the asking price would be.
We don't have it.
I'd make the call at least and inquire.
Let me just say this real quick to the whole Cowboy fan base. We can't get every player that's available. Every time somebody got there and come on the market, we want them. Debo Samuel. Oh my God. Oh, let's go.
We should sign him.
We should sign him. Debo won 25 goddamn million.
He's still, but the difference.
And the San Francisco 49ers said, no, we gonna use
Mekhi's still on his rookie deal. I would say do your due diligence. I'm not saying go sign him. Do your homework, do your due diligence.
Okay, Justin. We talking here, me and you. What we doing the due diligence on? He's a big time left tackle. He's a top pick. He gonna want big money. What we doing due diligence on?
He coming off a torn Achilles.
Okay, you're not understanding. Okay, so it's either one or two things that's gonna happen. He gonna be toe up from the flow up, or he gonna want big money. Now we ain't got the money, and we can't have him toe up.
Because we already got a toe up.
We already got problems on the line, Justin. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. We don't want to go from worse to worser. Is that a word?
No,
kind of, sort of.
It can be for tonight, but I guess I would say the safer pick would be Zion Johnson from Boston College or Kenyon Green from A&M.
Well, I can go with that, but we can't go with these injured guys, man. And the reason why I say we can't go with a lot of injured people is because we got a history of injury. We just talked about that a little bit earlier. We can't keep on taking chances. We took a chance. We took an experiment with Jalen Smith. It paid off for a few years, but what happened? It came right back to bite us in the butt.
Wolf Hunter.
Neck issues.
And here's another thing that happened with Jalen Smith that all the Jalen Smith fans going to be mad with CJ Richardson. I keep people mad because I keep it 100. I don't sugarcoat it. We signed the boy. Know. We signed the Jalen Smith before Dak. Dak would have got, if they would have signed Dak before Smith, because they did it as a let's make the Cowboy fans happy. Y'all remember? We signed him. They had the little press conference and everything. But at that time, quarterbacks were going between 25 and 28 million a year. But what did we do? We signed the injured guy first and left Dak out there and then kept Dak hanging and then gave Dak franchise tag. That wasn't good enough. Couldn't get a deal done. What we do? Oh, we don't do it once because, we do something. You can't do it once. You got to do it twice. We franchise tag Dak again. Now, all these people in the meantime, they signing contracts. 32 million here, 38 million there, 39 million there. Oh, we still ain't signed Dak. Dak was 1 day or 1 hour away from being a Washington football team member. Seriously. And then when we got to the Cooper deal, same exact thing. He was about a few hours away from being a commander. The commanders are watching everything. So if you're a commander fan, y'all ain't getting no players, but you watch it.
Oh, yeah. They like low-hanging fruit.
Very low-hanging fruit. All right. Well, let's get back to
speaking of players that we took chances on, let's talk about Kelvin Joseph and the fact that a lot of teams took him off their draft board last year. We still drafted him in the second round last year. And now he's got this pending possible alleged murder charge that he being looked at as an accessory.
Hey, look, man. What was it? Boss Man Fat didn't do
Boss Man Fat, yeah, Boss Man Fat.
That's his rap name, y'all, in case y'all ain't know. Yeah. Boss Man Fat didn't do it. Yeah, check his YouTube. All right, so we got to get the ladies talking on the show tonight. Diane, I know it's something about the Cowboys you want to ask us about. Is there something going into this new season that you want to know about, or is there a question or some information you want to give us? She said,
Let me see.
You too, Mo. Same question to Mo. Same question.
Oh, I'm ready. I got my question.
I'm ready.
Go ahead, Mo. Let Mo go ahead with her question.
Let's get it.
My question is this. So we've made these moves, and if I'm not mistaken, Cleveland absorbed all of Amari's contract. However, whatever it is, right now we're about $22, $23 million under the cap. What are we doing with that money?
You got to sign the
What's
draft
the
class.
plan?
You got to sign the draft class with most of it. That's about 15 million. So it only leaves about 10 million. That's if that's I thought we weren't that much under the cap. I think
we're at 15.
We're at 15. I think it's almost.
Oh, okay. Well, it's even less.
Yeah,
I think it'll be 23 around June. I think
after
Leo Collins' contract comes off
right
post June first.
We don't have a lot of money, you know.
Yeah.
We do just like I'm gonna tell you what, the Rams do it better than everybody else. We got to get into the Rams front office and see what they got going on, because somehow the Rams make it work for everybody, and I don't know how it works. And those guys sign big contracts, and the Rams just keep absorbing them. Just keep on absorbing them.
Well, their owner's probably not sticking their nose in everything like ours is.
Well, you know the Dallas Cowboys. That's just the way they operate, man. And I'm tired of man. I've been a Cowboy fan all my life, man. I've seen this crap year after year after year after year. So what I do, I know it ain't popular, or maybe it is. I just keep buying gear and keep showing up.
Same here. Same here.
And hoping that this year will be the year, right?
Exactly. I just keep buying gear and keep showing up and keep having social media arguments. That's what I have every year, boy. You know, so now it's become like a party atmosphere to me. I say stuff about the Cowboys because I know it's a hater coming my way. I already know that.
It's always a hater around. I love them. I love them.
You don't have to say anything. You just wear the blue and silver. You don't have to say anything.
Exactly.
Pretty much. All right, let's talk about the draft a little bit, man. Let's get this draft order down before we get out of here, man. So Jacksonville has the number 1 pick. Okay. Who should they take with that draft pick? We talking sports now. This is We Talk Sports. It's not Dallas Cowboys program. We just was focused on the Dallas Cowboys because I have some of my friends here. So if you're a sports fan and your team isn't the Dallas Cowboys, now's the time for you to speak up. Okay. So the Jacksonville Jaguars have the number 1 pick, and they already did something special this past season. They fired Urban Meyer, so he's not there no more. So now they can prosper.
Never
maybe.
Been hired.
Who should Jacksonville take with that first pick, Justin?
Jacksonville actually has 2 first-round picks because last year they drafted Travis Etienne.
That's not what we're talking about.
Well,
we talking about they got the first pick in this draft. Let's stay on topic. All right, they got the first pick, the number 1 pick. That's overall. You get 1 player, Justin. You know, who should they pick with that first pick?
Travion Walker, defensive end, Georgia.
Okay, not bad. Who you got on, Rodney? I already know what you're gonna say.
Offensive lineman.
You got one in mind? Evan Neal, Alabama, or do you have what's the boy name from Mississippi State?
Charles Cross.
Yes, because he a beast too. Yeah,
protect Trevor Lawrence.
You hit it right on the head. That's what I was thinking too. Somebody on the offensive line, because you got the quarterback, and as Justin was saying, Etienne, he got hurt last year. He was their first round draft pick running back, and he's coming back this year. So they got pieces, you know.
But they did re-sign Cam Robinson today, 3 years, $25 million.
I saw that. Yeah. Who do you think they should take, Mo?
The smart thing to do would be to take someone to help protect Lawrence, but we are talking about Jacksonville. So to me, who knows what they're going to do? I have no clue.
I think Jacksonville's smarter than we give them credit for, because they were getting better as towards the end of the year, right after they got rid of Urban Meyer. The team fought every game. Mm-hmm. They kind of like Detroit to me. You know, Detroit didn't win a lot of games last year, but they fought hard on every game. And somehow the last 3 minutes of every game, it was a nail biter, and they came up on the short side. Who would you take, Diane, if you were Jacksonville?
Yeah, I'm with Justin on the defensive line. I like Travion Walker and Jordan Davis from Georgia. I'm gonna pull them Georgia players.
Okay.
They heavy in the draft this year.
Just gonna let the quarterback just run for his life again. All right. I
think they'll be fine. I really do.
He was put on his back a lot last year.
Yeah, I just say you got your quarterback on offense last year. You need a quarterback on defense.
Okay.
We do play them this year. We probably gonna play them in London.
If they play them in Jacksonville, road trip, and we going. So y'all be ready. Let's go.
Cross our fingers. We don't go to London.
Tea time with the Queen. We gonna have it.
So Detroit is picking second. Who should they pick? I think they should pick the wide receiver out of Ohio State. Olave.
Which one?
Olave. That's who I think they should pick. You know, they need speed. They need it. You know, they need a lot of pieces. You know, but you can't say no, Justin, because it's my opinion.
I know.
Say,
okay, you Detroit.
Hey, Rodney. It's funny, like when Justin don't agree. No. But he forgot he had an opinion. You know, so being that we're talking about your opinion now, who should they pick on, Justin?
I'm gonna go with a marketing approach. I believe you need to sell jerseys. So you sell jerseys by getting the kid from Michigan. Go Aiden Hutchinson.
No. I'm just messing with you, man. That's a good pick, actually, and I think you might be on to something.
There, he's linked to them.
You might know
because that will move Jersey's hometown kid, and
yes, it would. So he might be on to something. What do you think, Mo?
You talking about Detroit?
Yeah, Detroit.
Right?
Yes.
I think they'll probably go with the edge rusher.
Right. Okay. I think we're all in unison so far. And what do you think? Except for me, I said wide receiver. What do you think, Diane? You said edge as well.
No, I said wide receiver.
Oh, that's what I said. Yeah, I ain't know nobody agree with me, so I ain't know. But I appreciate you. Now, this is intriguing. Number 3, Houston.
Hey, I didn't get a pick.
You froze. I know.
Oh no, I'm here.
Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna go crazy.
What you got?
The quarterback from Liberty. Malik
wow. Willis. Hey, anything is possible, Rodney. Anything is possible.
Head coach is not too. He's not
Malik
too,
Willis. Is that his name? Yeah. Okay.
The head coach for Detroit is not too fond of Jared Goff for whatever reason.
Nobody's fond of Jared.
And they should not be. And they sure should not be.
You know one thing, though, I got to give Jared Goff a little bit of credit, though. He did take somebody to the Super Bowl. Yeah. He did. So,
but you on Hard Knocks this year, and you need to make a story on Hard Knocks.
I could have sworn Jared Goff took the Rams. He took something. Didn't he take the Rams to the Super Bowl?
Yep, it was the Rams.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Your Rams, your son Rams.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you corrected yourself.
Yeah, your son Rams. No, but I'm just saying. You know, it's in your household. I don't know if you ever slept with that Ram jersey on.
Wow.
You might have picked it up and tried it on, Mo. You bought it for your son. Let me see what this thing looks like.
No. I don't wear any other team's gear ever.
Yeah.
And we don't have backup teams. I heard somebody last year said they had a backup team. I'm like,
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that, Diane. What is a backup team?
I don't know what a backup is.
We know a few with a backup team.
Man, that sounds like some of Washington Commanders player fan would say, I got a backup team.
Actually, I think it was a Chicago Bears fan.
Well, they might need a backup team. They might need a backup team.
If you're a Washington fan,
Aaron Rodgers
you're
been
a Detroit fan.
Aaron Rodgers been whipping that butt for years. You need a backup team because you ain't coming out that division.
Nope.
All right, so Houston. What do we think Houston should take?
I know. I haven't been following them. They had some.
They need everything. Deshaun Watson is gone. They got a young quarterback who showed some promise. Are they going to stick with him, or are they going to take Malik Willis? Because that's where I was putting.
No, I think they're going to stick with what they got and create some synergy.
Pickett, Pittsburgh.
Okay. that's not a bad choice. They need a quarterback, a franchise quarterback.
I've seen.
Or do they wait till next year and get one of those? So a lot of people got to make decisions this year. You get your quarterback this year, or do you wait till next year? And there's only two that might go in the first round, and that's But the guy was a quarterback from Cincinnati.
Oh, he's garbage.
No,
garbage.
Desmond Ryder.
Yeah, he's decent. He's decent.
No, he's not garbage. But the thing that I like about him is he played out his time in college. I like those guys that go through the system and stay in college. Because sometimes when they come out a little bit early, the NFL speed is a little too fast for them, and they don't reach their potential. So sometimes the season quarterbacks are pretty good. So and here's the thing. Did anybody else want to speak on the Houston before we go to the next team?
I do.
Okay.
If Houston is smart, I would go defense and wait for next year because you already not winning your division. You already hands down not winning your division.
Right.
So why go hard trying to get a quarterback when it was mentioned earlier this is not a good year for quarterbacks?
Right.
Go defense and wait till next year because guarantee you're gonna have a high pick again because you're not winning nothing this year.
So build that team.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
The last team
I was gonna go. I know Laramie Tunsil's their left tackle. I go right tackle here, and I'm gonna protect Davis Mills, who they said they're committed to, and I would put Neal or Cross for Mississippi State.
Okay. Can't go wrong with those linemen, man. So that's a good pick. All right, so the Jets are up next. And the reason I wanted to stop at the Jets, man, because they've been tied to the Debo possible trade. You know what I'm saying? So how do you guys feel about the Jets and what they should do? Should they leverage that pick and move back in the draft and get more picks?
They leverage it, and we're gonna hit the NFL trade thing song. The Jets have traded their 4th pick to the Dallas Cowboys.
Wow, man! You think that'll happen? You think that's gonna happen? I don't think we can get that high. I don't know. I don't think if we traded from 24 to 4, we got to back up the whole goddamn truck.
Yep. It's been 26 years. Just do it.
Who in the draft? But hold on, before we get to you, Justin. But who would you do all that for? It's got to be. I mean, I don't get it.
A transcendent player. We haven't had a consistent pass rusher since DeMarcus Ware, and before DeMarcus Ware,
give me the name.
Hale.
Give me the name.
You already know.
Thibodeau
from Oregon. He's the best defensive end in the draft.
That's a Pac-12 thing, CJ. You wouldn't understand. It's a Pac-12.
I understand it. I understand it, but I ain't moving up no goddamn 20 spots for him.
But here's the thing, though.
All the UVA guys, they assistant coaches anyway. So
the reason why the Jets are gonna command a lot is because they don't really need nothing. They have picks and they have money. So, like you said, you're gonna have to back the truck up to get what you want out of them. They don't. Facts. They almost 50 million. I think 50, 45, somewhere in
they
there.
Got a lot of money
under the cap, and they got picks. So, and as you know, on the field and behind the scenes, this is a what have you done for me lately?
I think the Jets will keep that pick though, and Debo gonna stay in San Fran. That's just what I'm thinking. What are you thinking, Diane?
I think Debo will definitely staying where he's at, and
he ain't going nowhere.
I think he's gonna sit out myself.
Well, he's just gonna sit out. You know, he ain't made no money yet. Rule number 1 to all the kids out there, your parents and your mamas and everybody, don't give up no money. If you ain't made no money, we ain't giving up no money. Well, somebody look up Debo contract. Let's see how much money he done made to this date. It ain't that much. It ain't enough to be sitting out. You know. So I'm just saying
his issue. I think his issue is not necessarily with San Fran or. Maybe I don't think it's a question of, teammates or anything. I personally think that he does not want to play for Shanahan because Shanahan is overusing him. Dude, I'm not meant to be in the backfield. I am a receiver. I think he's tired of that. He's going to run Debo into the ground, and Debo not here for that.
All right, look. So, anybody look his contract up yet?
I got it.
What is it?
In 2019, he made 1.3 million. 2020, 1.7. 2021, 2 million. 2022, 4 million. So in total, he's only made about $10 million.
All right, cool. Let me say this, and it ain't gonna come out the wrong way. It's gonna come out the CJ way. Did you sign this contract, boy? Did you? Did you sign this rookie contract? See, I'm gonna tell y'all what's happening in the NFL. It's like changing. Players don't play out their contracts anymore, but they collective bargain and they agree to a whole lot of craziness while doing it. So it's kind of like you say yes to this, but now you don't want to play no more. Because first of all, what should be done away with is the fact that you can franchise players multiple years in a row. I don't like that. You either pay the people or let them go.
Yeah.
So you can get franchised once, because really they can hang Debo up in this contract for a few years, or he'll have to set out if they want to, but they collected bargain all of this stuff. So the players already know it. So why don't you go talk to your rep and say, we don't really like this deal no more. See, like a first round draft pick, you was really stuck with a team for what, 6-7 years?
5 years.
Yeah, but
franchise tag look, and then they can tag
you signed a 4-year. You signed a 4-year contract with a fifth year option. Then I'm gonna franchise you, and I'm gonna franchise you again. That's 7 years.
Yeah, that 5th year option is like a cheap franchise tag.
It is.
And then the price goes up per position after the 5th year option.
Exactly. So
it's legally 7 years.
But the thing is, you signed up for it though.
Yeah.
Y'all collective bargain this. So I'm having a hard time with it. To me, when you sign a contract, we got Eric Lee coming on from the Dirty South.
Eric.
Right at the end, because we at the 59-minute mark. So and he's buffering, but he'll get here.
Well, who's his team? We don't need no Eagles and no Commanders up in here. It's too late.
Well, he's
a Washington. He's an Atlanta Commander fan.
What's up, Eric Lee? What's happening, my brother? Can't hear you. We got an Atlanta Commander in here. No sound. He's gonna come with something, man. All right, but he's with the Atlanta Falcons. Matty Ice just left and went to the Indianapolis Colts. And if anybody, where do they draft? The Falcons.
They draft at 8.
They draft 8. So if we ever get him with some sound before we leave, we'll talk about. Oh, I can hear you.
I can hear you now.
Okay, what's up, E?
What's going on? I heard y'all talking about deep. Better late than never. You might have added 10 more minutes to the program. Look, man, I just got off the boat, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I went. Me and the Hawks went fishing last night.
Oh Lord. Yeah. You did. Yeah. How'd that feel?
Yeah, we went fishing. I mean, I ain't catch nothing tonight, so
Okay, then. Well, we talking
Miami was good. So, but I heard y'all talking about Debo.
Yeah, we talking about Debo, but how you feel about that situation?
Hey, man, the thing about it is, I heard both sides of the argument. You signed that paperwork. You know what you were getting into,
right?
You know what you were getting into. But at the same time, like the young lady said, she was like, "Hey, I ain't signed up to be a running back, but you're using me like that. And if running backs take more wear and tear, I might not be able to get to that year where I can get that real money because you got me in the backfield running the rock like I'm Emmitt Smith back there, and that's not my game."
Hold up, Eric. Let me ask you a question. You work in radio, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you come to the radio station one day, right?
Right.
One of your counterparts ain't there.
Right.
Eric, we need you to handle this 2 to 6 shift for us today.
I did that. Oh, yeah. I've done that a minute times.
My point is, you know what I'm saying? It ain't what you signed up for, but they paying you. You got to do the job.
Yeah, but I mean, the
they
thing about it is,
they have running backs though. They have running backs.
No, most
football is about using talent.
True.
The boy, he's a talent. They put him out there. He knew exactly what he was doing. I think that's his way of getting out of San Fran for the taxes. He want to get closer to home. It's a whole.
He's from South Carolina,
and that's where he wants to go back to the East Coast.
Hey, if you want to go down to Florida, man, you ain't got to pay no taxes in the state.
That's
so.
part of it as well.
Tampa and Miami, baby.
But I think what's going to happen, me personally, I think it's going to backfire. You know what I'm saying? It's just too many things. Unless he creates a problem, and they say he's not a problem person. So unless he creates a problem, nobody's going to trade for him and pay him $25 million. Jets might be desperate, but I don't know if they're that desperate.
He gets traded
on draft night tomorrow.
He gets traded.
Yeah, they say he got to get traded tomorrow.
The rumor going around is the Jets have the 4th pick and the 10th pick. The Jets are drafted at 4 and traded at 10.
Right.
The 10th pick is the Debo pick that they're trading to San Francisco. They said it would happen either today.
Well, here's my question. Here's my question. Okay, so all your hype that surrounds you as a football player is your multi-purpose usage. Why do I want you to be just a wide receiver? I can get one of those.
They don't have a number 1 in New York. The Jets don't have a number 1. Corey Davis is a number 1, but he's a number 2.
Right.
They were going to lay in Tyreek Hill, but Tyreek Hill chose to go to Miami over going to the Jets.
Okay, listen to me.
A better deal.
Listen to me. Any of the top 3 wide receivers in this year's draft is about $70 million cheaper to attain, and you can attain them without even making
I get what you're saying.
Rookie contract.
That's my point. So why?
So Debo doesn't have a market.
He has a market, but I don't think that the Jets are bound to something that they don't have to be. They, like you said, they got 2 top 10 picks. You don't have to spend all this money unless Debo has done something to just like wow you, and that's the guy you are after. I don't believe it.
But the Jets do stupid stuff.
Well, I think at the same time they know
stupid stuff.
Uh-oh.
We do stupid stuff.
And the Jets was gonna move. The Jets
Taco Charlton, stupid.
The Jets was willing to move heaven and earth for Tyreek Hill, and they said the deal that they offered Kansas City was better than what the Dolphins offered up.
You don't think that's a once in a lifetime opportunity? The Kansas City Chiefs are really going to feel that Tyreek Hill is gone. What do you think, Diane? They're going to feel that. The fastest player in the league.
Who?
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
They'll have to feel it.
Yeah, exactly.
But to go back to what you said, cheaper option. Mecole Hardman does everything Tyreek Hill does for a cheaper price.
It's going to be interesting tomorrow night.
And I think at the same time, when you're talking about how deep the draft is in terms of wide receivers, Kansas City said, "Look, I got a $500 million quarterback. They got some real burners out there, and at their pick, they may have that kid from Arkansas staring right in their face, and that boy is a beast. Trayvon Burks.
Yes,
Burks, yeah,
I like him too.
He could be sitting right there because." They got, they're gonna have a run on defensive ends, Sauce Gardner, all of the Georgia linebackers.
Yeah,
he might be sitting there. So they're looking at it like this: look, I can get rid of Tyreek Hill, clear up some cap space, get me a horse that I can ride for 4 years before I have to break the bank on him.
But to go with what Eric said is an interesting point because they did make moves. They don't need a wide receiver because they have Juju Smith-Schuster. They signed Valdez-Scantling from Green Bay, who's a speedster, and Mecole Hardman is there. So they don't need to draft a receiver if they don't want to.
Right.
They can let the board fall to them the way they want it.
Tomorrow's gonna be very interesting.
Oh, what time is this? What time is the broadcast tomorrow?
Hold up. What you say, Mo?
Kansas City's not making no noise in that division next season.
Who's gonna make the noise, Mo?
I said, huh?
Who's gonna make the noise? I'm asking.
I think it's gonna be San Diego.
The Chargers?
I mean, not San Diego, Los Angeles. I still say they San Diego.
The Rams? I mean, you talking about the
no,
Raiders?
The Chargers. The Chargers.
Oh, the LA Chargers. Okay. I think Big Russ. I think Russell Wilson gonna cook. This is the feeling I got.
He got a young team and talent wide receivers, and they got defense.
And Randy Gregory gonna be high every game.
I hope he don't make it to 3 games. The way he talking about us, man.
So what time is the draft? What time is the draft broadcast, CJ?
Hey, man, I'm gonna be out of the house, man, tomorrow night, so I'm not gonna be available, man. But you guys still can do it. I can give somebody the key. I can give somebody the keys to the house.
I'm good.
You know what I'm saying? Rodney can drive the car. You know, I can be on location and tune in, man. That's just the way it is. But I hope we get something good tomorrow night. What's up with your Commanders?
I ain't even paying
Don't
attention.
say the
to that.
wrong thing. Think about it. Don't say the wrong thing.
I'm talking trash, but I'm supposed to be down over at Mercedes tomorrow. We're on the field for the draft. We got a draft party on the field.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna probably go down there. I don't know what we're gonna pick up at 8. Our general manager said best player available at that position at that pick. So we'll see.
The latest mock draft has
we talking about your Commanders or your Falcons? Which one?
Falcons. Man, you know I ain't gonna be you know I ain't at FedEx. You know,
That's what I was talking about.
Hold on. Diane. Hey, Diane, tell them the story. What happened? What happened was? What happened, Diane?
Have backup teams.
We don't have backup teams.
We as bad as Washington.
But y'all need one.
No, we don't need one.
Oh, wow.
To be honest with you, Eric, though, for real, I think everybody on the panel except for you is a Cowboy fan. So
I see all of y'all. I see all of y'all in the hospital.
We're still showing love.
So we swept y'all, and we can't wait to get our hands on Carson Wentz. Oh my God. We can't
Chase, my man, is Chase gonna be back yet?
Chase never did anything to Dak Prescott when he was there.
I don't even think he's played against. I don't think they played against each other.
We've never felt y'all. You know what I'm saying? This
y'all,
guy got the helmet.
Y'all need to chase a new stadium. That's what you need to chase. A new
stadium. Oh, we say Mo.
Don't nobody want to chase y'all.
Y'all finally got off that AstroTurf toe killer. When Jerry finally put something together, everybody lost. Everybody. That's why Emmitt Smith and everybody else couldn't play. That turf toe. Everybody got turf toe. Dion got turf toe. Dion got turf toe.
Thought I'd throw that in there.
Yeah. But the Commanders don't deserve to charge all that money for those tickets in that stadium.
Well, I mean, they from what I see, there ain't too many people showing up at the game. So
nobody's showing up. They're outside tailgating.
I mean, they got them tickets on Groupon, OfferUp. All that stuff.
Shoot, I even seen the
and y'all play one more game than we did.
And I'll take it. Hey, Eric, I'll take it.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know.
You forgot something though, Eric.
Yeah.
You still talking that trash? I got a new hat and a new T-shirt.
Hey,
we run the East.
Hey, Eric.
Yeah. Because mine's out of fashion there because we used to be it. Okay,
Eric, did you fry up that 56-piece for me? I've been waiting for it since December.
Hey man, look at here, y'all. Look, the year before that, we put it on y'all. So you know what? You take your lumps. You take the good with the bad.
I got to ask everybody an individual question now. So it's just round table that we can do whatever we want to do with it, right? Who's your most feared rivalry? What's the game that you get up for every year? Everybody knows me is Washington. I can't stand y'all with a passion. So Monique, since you wooing, who's your?
Ooh, there you go, Monique. What's going on?
Who you don't like?
With every bone in my body, with every breath I take, I hate Philly. Everything about. I don't like their fans, the stadium, the peanut man.
Oh, you must have been in Philly. You must have been in Philly.
I will never spend a dime to support Philly.
They got a jail there.
I know that's right.
I can't stand Philly.
And Monique, who? I mean, Diane, who's your the team that just gets your goddamn skin boiling and you can't stand them?
So I got two.
Give them up.
Commanders leading the pack, and then I got the Giants. Only because I got friends who they ride me. Every year they ride me. So yeah, the Commanders and the Giants.
I got you. So we're gonna let Eric Lee break it up because we got two more Cowboys.
If you were on my friends list, my meme game ain't no joke. I eat them.
But it's hard to meme though when your team loses right before.
I know, but you still got to do it. You still got to do it. You still got to do it. You still got to do it.
Both of them. Yeah, Diane said both teams.
Yeah, I didn't call double L's before. I've been
bam.
But I swear,
who's the
the
rivalry?
Cowboys.
Okay.
I mean, you think about it, it's the Cowboys, man. You know, man. Shh.
Okay.
Man, we've been doing this for a long time.
What about
it's like
you,
the Hatfields and McCoys.
Yeah. What would you, Rodney?
Oh, the Washington Commanders, hands down. I cannot
Hands
stand
down.
them. Their stadium, their colors,
But you got the
That
Redskins
ugly-
behind you.
flag.
They don't have no stadium. They have a shack.
We
That is
own that.
Literally.
We
We
own that.
own this trash can.
Yes, we do. And we go up there
Yeah,
and go live
I
and
got
talk
my
about it.
name on the seat. That's
Ah.
how.
We pretty much do sit in the same seats.
Stick the flag on your
What
field.
about you, Justin?
The Philadelphia Seagulls.
Okay.
Any Philly fans listening
And-
tonight?
I would go with the Baltimore Ravens because they fans run their mouth a lot and ain't won nothing.
Yeah.
And they might not have a quarterback after this season.
Now, you can't
Lamar
say they won nothing.
Lamar-
they got
Lamar-
two of them
Lamar
chips.
But we got five.
That.
We got five.
He gonna sign that. Lamar gonna sign that. But being that we got a Commanders fan here, man, I got a question that I'm sure all of my colleagues and my panel will appreciate. And we're asking this question to Eric Lee, and I need you to listen closely. Where that money at? Where that money that y'all stole from all the teams coming out to y'all stadium? Where that money at?
Hey, man.
Exactly.
Where that money at?
Hey, look here,
Y'all
man.
doing some stealing, boy.
We got to
Somebody
pay.
going to jail.
We got to pay these people.
Man, y'all been
Got
holding
to pay these
like,
people.
the ticket and the gate. Y'all ain't getting team the money, man. What's going on with that?
Hey,
There's
man.
hush money for them cheerleaders that they've been abusing.
Family business, man. Family business.
Daniel
Family
Snyder
business.
They're gonna force. They're gonna
sell
force
the
that
team.
man to sell that team. They're gonna force him to sell that team.
He got to sell, bro.
Hey, I don't know if you can tell a billionaire to do that. That's kind of
Well,
hard.
well,
they
And
did
Donald
see-
Sterling.
some
Yeah.
other billionaire.
It ain't racist.
They say he broke the number one rule: stealing money
Don't
from
mess
the,
with the
from,
money.
from the
Well-
circle.
From the Shield.
Yeah, he stole the money from inside the circle, so he got to go.
Look,
Well-
if they don't get rid of the boy in Miami for tampering, they're not gonna mess with him. They will give it.
They don't mind if you lose. They don't care.
Oh no, they were. You know they were talking about
Yeah,
Tom
that
Brady.
story is gonna go away.
Elon Musk might buy Washington.
Interesting.
That's
Hey,
very
man.
interesting.
Nah, he's not
I'm,
gonna
well,
do that.
I'm just being funny, but the rumor is Jeff Bezos was going to buy Washington. That's what Gruden said in the emails.
How come it's all them dudes?
They
that wanna
still
go to
gonna be
outer space,
trash.
Want to buy everything? You know what I'm saying? We about to get out of here, man. It's been a great show tonight, man. I guess right now what we're gonna do is parting words, man. Anybody got anything they want to say or any topic we want to address before we get out of here? Eric, you
I
late?
have
You got a
some-
topic?
Oh
Yeah.
man, I'm so sick over these Hawks, man. So I'm pretty much.
Okay. All
You
right.
know, I
right.
just got off the boat, bruh.
All right. Then. Cry me a river. All right now. Cry me a river. We're gonna Justin Timberlake. I'm gonna send you that EP when I get off.
There you go.
Monique, you say you had something?
Yes. Draft day is one of the days I hold my breath the most because you never know what Jerry is gonna do. So double up on your blood pressure pills. try to remain calm. Go get
Where
your
y'all picking at?
wine.
24.
Okay.
Currently.
Yeah. So just how do you say this a lot, CJ? Just remain calm and relax.
Yeah.
No matter what. Keep your expectations low so you're not disappointed.
Bingo.
You might end up going high.
Y'all
Don't
killed it
expect
last year.
nothing.
Hey, look, this is what I did, Mo. Y'all know I don't even drink. right?
Right.
I got some
The
Miller
yak.
Lite.
Right.
No, I don't. That's
You don't
just one of
drink.
my monikers. You know what I'm saying? The yak talk. But I did get some Miller Lights. They in the refrigerator now in case we make a bad move tomorrow. You know,
You
I'm
better
gonna hit
chill,
one
put
up.
it on you. Man. Ooh,
What you got, Jay?
I'm gonna leave work an hour early tomorrow.
Yes, do that.
I've been waiting for this moment though, because I ain't done this all show. Round 5, we go on the board and we draft
Oh, I
a
know. Kicker from
Yeah, a
Texas.
kicker. Here we go.
from Texas.
He been talking about that kicker
Hey,
for 3
look,
weeks.
let me tell y'all.
Yeah.
When we win a game, look, when we win a game next year off his foot, you thank me later. Okay?
Man, I hope we win it by 40 every game.
He's gonna have a damn big
And
game
we're going
if
to
we
the
draft
Super
him.
Bowl,
Hey,
Eric.
Justin. Here you
Yeah.
go, Justin. Justin, if we get that kicker tomorrow, I'm taking you to dinner, man.
I said round 5.
No, I said if we get that, well, if we get him in this draft, I'm taking you to dinner on me, man, because you've been talking about this guy.
So that's Saturday. So that's Saturday.
Whenever.
That's the pick on Saturday. Okay.
But this man been stuck on this kicker. Not only am I taking you to dinner, I'm gonna go get a football, and we're going up to Keller Field. I'm gonna see if you can kick.
I can't. I can't. That's why we gotta get him. I can't.
Oh my God. What you got, Rodney?
My parting words is I want to say it doesn't matter the pick. Get the best player available. That's my parting words.
I got you. And what about you, Diane?
Yes, best player available, and I'm rooting. I'm in Dallas. I'm a Dallas fan, but I am rooting for all the Georgia players that they get what they want tomorrow.
We try to.
What about you, Eric?
We trying to get that boy that defensive end at Georgia. That's what we really want. But
I know that's
we don't know if he's gonna be there. So the thing about it is the kid that played the nose.
All right, we got a hater. Hold on. Eric G. Farrell.
Oh, hell no.
Eric G. Farrell, boy, your cowgirls are going nowhere this year.
Cowgirls.
Oh, yeah.
Well, who's his team?
We got to get
a Detroit Lion fan probably because they didn't put their team.
Yeah, we got.
Who's your team, Eric?
Who's your team, Eric? Before we start, I don't even have a rebuttal for you until we get your team, buddy. Go ahead, Eric. What was you saying?
So Jacksonville by default.
He a 2-team kind of fan.
Hey, I only hold that one. No, the kid that played nose tackle. They say he a 3 down. They say he's only a 3 down guy, a 2 down guy. They don't know if he can be a 3 down guy.
Okay.
So we'll see. But he was a monster. I mean, Georgia had a hell of a squad.
Well, we're waiting on Eric. Right now. I'm waiting on Eric G. Farrell. Because he talking about cowgirls. Yeah, you on the clock, Eric. Tell us your team so we can get a laugh too.
Eric Lee, are y'all trading Grady Jarrett?
Somebody look up Eric.
You know what? You know what? If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen tomorrow. But he doesn't fit. He doesn't fit Dean Pease's scheme anymore. So I don't understand that the guy is first team, but he doesn't fit his defense. So they're gonna let him go. And it'll free up a lot of cap space. I hope they don't. I really hope they don't. But if they're gonna do it, everything, all of the monkey business is gonna happen tomorrow, right before the draft. If that's gonna happen.
Eric G. Farrell got him. Eagle look like an Eagles fan.
Man,
shut that up, man.
Denied.
No, you white right now.
Denied.
Look what's happening right now, Eric. We glad you're here, man. But look what you're doing, man. You at home on the sofa with your onesie on, watching us. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you can't be you cowgirls. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what? What did the Eagles do last year? The same thing they gonna do this year. Who's your daddy? Who runs the East? Okay,
back up,
man.
Right over the lap.
Man, wow. He got a Miami Hurricane hat on, so he spread out all over the place. I don't know who this boy.
He got backup teams. That's what it is.
I don't know who he like for real. He's up in Massachusetts, so he might claim Tampa Bay because we don't know the Patriots. Patriots. So we don't really know who he like for real. That boy got all kinds of shirts on. So let's see who he really like. I'm looking at his profile, but it really don't tell who he like because he got some of everything on. We waiting on you, Eric. We waiting on. We waiting on you.
We got another. I want to say we got another comment.
What he got? What AJ said? Yeah. Eric, a sneaky link, cheating on the Eagles as a kid.
On a Cowboys.
Yeah, he is. I'm trying to figure out what his team is, but he must don't have one because he ain't post no pictures with no gear on.
He gave up. He's one of those who burned his team jerseys.
He got a Northern by Nature shirt on. You down with OPP?
Yeah, you know me.
Are you down with OPP, boy?
Didn't I tell y'all about them Eagles fans? Told you about them Eagles fans.
I don't know if he's an Eagles
fan whatsoever.
I can't really even say he's an Eagles fan. I don't know, but we like talking to you, Eric. You can be on the program, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got love for everybody, but you came for us. But now you're quiet. What's going on, Eric?
Quiet as a church.
Quiet as a mouse.
Phone probably got cut off.
Oh, yeah, Lord. That's what it is.
That's what it is, man. He lives in Cambridge. He sent me a friend. He sent me a friend request, so he can't be so mad. See that respond? You got respond on there. I ain't gonna
He
respond.
saw all this.
I'm
He
not
saw all this
responding.
blue and silver and got scared.
I'm not gonna respond until he responds. Eric, what's your team?
Come on, E. Don't let him run you out the house like that, bro.
There we go. There we go. There we go. He's in the car.
Hold
Oh,
on.
there
Represent
he is.
yourself.
He said, actually, I'm at work overnight, working at a homeless shelter. Well, we salute you for that. When is the last time Philly won? 2018. Oh, so he is an Eagles fan.
Eagle
You know
fan.
what I'm saying? So
Fly
you know what I
Eagle
got to
fly?
say?
Okay.
Know what I got to say to you since you're an Eagles fan? Get that. I'm my business, boy. You know, I'm my business. No, I'm just kidding, man. But we need people like you on the show, man. You make the show pop. You know what I'm saying?
But the
we
Eagles
need you.
The Eagles did make a move that will have lingering effects next year. They traded those 2 first-round picks to New Orleans, so they got 3 first-rounders next year, and it's a quarterback-heavy draft. So if
Hey,
Jalen
man,
Hurts don't get it done,
let me tell you something right now about the Eagles, man. I don't like them, but they have been making some good moves. You know what I'm saying? You know, so we got to respect people when they do that. However, it ain't this year.
Cowboys run the
It ain't
East.
this year. You know, Eric said, when is the last time Philly won? 2018. When the last time the Cowgirls won? Hey, look, we don't talk sports like that anyway, Eric. When you say Cowgirls, you know what I'm saying? Like, you talking about the cheerleaders? Is that the cheerleaders? You know, we just talk straight sports.
our championship.
Oh yeah, no doubt, brother. It's all sports talk and fun. You know, it's just the way I talk all the time, man. So you know, if
Only
you follow
thing
the
good
page,
come out of Philly is the cheesesteak sandwiches. That's it.
Ooh,
And that's questionable.
That's it.
Oh, somebody said it was questionable.
Don't forget Kobe. They gave us Kobe. They gave us Kobe.
Mo from California.
Okay.
They did give us Kobe.
Hey, this is what I'm gonna tell you, Eric, for real. If the football gods will allow, because you done put your foot in your mouth, give us the Eagles week 1. Give us the Eagles week 1, and we don't care where it's at. Now, how about that? We don't care where it's at, and I'll come to Philly. Me and Odessa. Now, how about
that? Gas up the Nova.
Give us the Eagles week freaking 1. I want the Eagles or the Commanders, and I want y'all week 1. That's what I want right now.
Hey man, you know the Commander's ready for you week 1.
Y'all been ready for the last 30 years, Eric.
Always.
Eric, some people call them the She-Gulls and the Seagulls. I call them the Eagles, man, because they ain't never done nothing to me. Y'all won that one Super Bowl. You got hot thanks to Eric. What is it, Foles?
Yep.
You know, Foles got hot because Carson Wentz
Nick Foles.
Nick Foles got hot. Y'all won that
the Philly special.
The Super Bowl. Yes, indeed. That was awesome for you guys, man. I ain't gonna say I cheered for you because it didn't. I ain't gonna lie.
Ever since that Super Bowl, Nick Foles has been just that Nick Foles gold.
He won though, man. I like when people win. You know what I'm saying?
He got paid off of it.
He took Jacksonville on the ride. He took Jacksonville on the ride for that money.
Yes, he did.
They did pay him.
Well,
they needed to win that. They was the only team in the division without one, so it's about time.
Well, I just want everybody that's watched the program tonight or shared it or gonna catch it on the replay to understand that the program is about the people. It's about you guys. It can be more fun if you click the goddamn link and come on screen with us. Y'all ain't got to type all night long. Y'all do not have to type all night long. You can have your little face up here. You can have the wood stove behind you because it's chilly in some places in the country. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can come on and talk with us. You know what I'm saying? We want a little diversity. We want some more teams. You know, that's why we call it We Talk Sports. If I could have had more Commanders fans on here with me tonight, I would have loved it. Eagles fans, Green Bay Packer fans, I would have loved it. Patriots fans, I love talking smack to y'all too, because Tom Brady is gone and you're back to reality. I love that stuff. All right, so what I'm going to do now before we get out of here, man, I got to thank my panel for coming on tonight. Hey, Rodney, I appreciate you, brother, for coming on once again. You know what I'm saying? Justin, my man, brother from another mother. Mo and Diane. Two sports women on here tonight. Guys,
that's history.
We got to give them a round of applause, man, because we be looking for we look for females.
Thank you.
We look for women to come on, man, because you guys sports knowledge. I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of the women know more than the men. You know, I'm just gonna put it out there. Some of the women know more sports than the men, and y'all more rational when we talking. Y'all, we can actually have a good conversation. You know, some of the men so macho. I thought I had to pay them for a ticket to talk. You know, but we yeah, you know, but we had fun with the sports talk, man. And even you can call your boy Lorenzo Eric Lee. That's our boy. Had to block him.
Ice-T.
Had to block him. You know why I had to block him? Because he wanted to tell everybody how he's a professional. Then we can't tell him anything. He works with the Miami Dolphins. And ask Justin and Rodney. I told him the coach getting fired at the end of the year. I told him a year in advance, didn't I?
You did. You called it.
He wouldn't listen to me. Oh, I'm on the field. I talk to the owner. I talk to CJTv. That's what I do. I just got common sense. I said the boy getting fired this year. Oh no, he ain't going nowhere. He didn't get it out. Fired, gone.
Yeah, they fired him.
And now, you know, so he wanted to pull rank on me, you know, because that's what he do for a living. Well, I ain't saying that I need his job, but somebody need to call me in the morning. You know, I called that joke. I'm just trying to tell you. And I still got love for him, but he got to come on back down to earth. This is just a free program where we having fun. You know,
right?
What you do in your day job, I ain't gonna do that. Keep doing your thing. We having fun, but I told him that the boys gonna get fired. You know, even after he won those last games, I was he out of there, man, because it just ain't clicking. It just ain't clicking.
Yeah,
you know?
they're gonna. So, I mean, they're gonna be short a quarterback if this boy don't perform this year. After all this talent they put behind him.
All right, man. I'm gonna let y'all get back to what you're doing. Y'all can go put your onesies on or whatever you get ready to got going on. You know, Justin, you got anything to say before you go? You doing your hands like that with this kicker? Would you get ready to hold the ball?
No, a sleeper. A sleeper pick is the kid from North Dakota State, the wide receiver.
Oh, that boy fast. That boy fast.
That's a sleeper.
That boy fast. Nah. He ain't sleeping no more. They've been talking about him a whole lot lately. They've been talking about
like
that boy.
A day two sleeper is what I mean.
Oh yeah.
The last thing I want to say, we got Brandon Smith out of Louisa, Virginia. It's about 40 miles outside of Richmond. Local guy. Me and his dad played football against each other, man. You know, and I think it was Goochland versus Louisa, and they sell out every game. You know, and he was big time star over there at Louisa High School. And I was a big time star over there at Goochland High School, and we put on the show for the people. I think they won the last game when I was a senior. They beat us, but his son is the linebacker Brandon Smith from Penn State, and he's getting drafted tomorrow, man. So we got to shout him out. You know what I'm saying?
Penn State linebackers.
But the thing I want to say though, man, like tomorrow dreams are becoming reality, man. A lot of guys are getting their dreams are coming true, man. And it's always, to me, I don't care what teams they go to, man, but tomorrow it's going to be a lot of crying, a lot of praying, it's going to be a beautiful day for all the draft prospects, man. And that's what I really look forward to in the draft. Now, when the Commanders call somebody's name, I just start praying, dear Lord, why did you do that to that young man?
Don't hate. I mean, you know, it's gonna be one of them melanin deficient girls jump in his lap and his mama gonna smack him.
Well,
and hopefully we don't have any draft moments like CeeDee Lamb's girlfriend that snatched his phone. Yeah,
that was fun. That was fun. Right. Hey,
anybody
got a favorite draft moment before we get out of here?
I would say the boy that was crying and his girlfriend was trying to get up in the camera and the mom pushed her out the frame of the camera.
That was the best.
That's the one.
That was a real black moment.
That's the black mama. Black mama do that.
That's the one.
Exactly. Anybody else?
I think that one's the winner.
That was the winner. It's hard to top that. I was thinking hard.
Can't top that one.
I was thinking
the Samoan dude that ran and picked the commissioner off the ground and was hugging him.
No.
Because that black
the
mama
ripping the girlfriend off.
That became a meme like 2 minutes later. The internet didn't play.
Exactly.
Yeah, that went straight viral.
She knew what she was doing. She was trying to lock in. That's what they do.
One moment that I did like was when the commissioner got booed that year too. They just booed him for about 5 minutes before he could get a word out. I did like that too. Hey, appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. We Talk Sports, man. We here every Wednesday nights, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You don't have to watch the show. You can be a part of the show. We Talk Sports. Even with Eric G. Farrell in the comments, man. It's all love, man. If you take any of this serious, you're watching the wrong program. So next week, tune in, tell a friend, and I got a private chat going on. I don't even know what it's about. Oh, what's your handle? Send me a friend request. I just got that out the chat.
Why you read the private chat? Why you read the private chat?
Oh yeah,
I was reading out loud.
Chat.
I was reading out loud. I'm at home by myself. Okay, I'll read it.
I blew that cover.
I saw the red light on, man. I was like, I forgot something.
I was like, I see it too.
I just read it out loud. One of my listeners was.
Hey, I'm about to start a stream, but it's for us fantasy football players. CJ, you don't play, do you? Wait,
somebody got to put me in the game, man. I don't really I haven't been. Mo plays and she wins.
Mo, you ready to get into a real league? I got one more position.
Hey, put your money where your mouth is. How much we talking?
Hey, look here, man. Hold on.
Hey, don't forget them squares. She hit every year.
She do.
I do.
We need some more estrogen. But see, this essential regular fantasy football league. It's an IDP. So instead of drafting one defense, you draft three defensive players, a defensive back.
Oh, I'm very familiar. I've been playing fantasy 15 years.
Oh, so you know what IDP is? Okay, all right,
exactly.
all right.
Yes, I do, sir.
It's yes, Dynasty. Okay, all right. We're gonna find out then.
And so Eric Farrell got a question. He said, "So it's just sports talking smack and having fun." Everybody that knows CJ Richardson already should know that. That's what we do, man. We just have fun on the platform. Nothing is serious. We talk smack. And look, for real, we got a group called Family. It's me, Justin. It's just like 6 of us, in that group. It was 6 or 7, Mo.
It's 6, about 7.
6.
Yeah. And we don't agree on everything. Y'all should really get some of that live. Just like James ain't here tonight.
Hey, that's Tyson at 88 going.
Oh yeah, me and CJ go at it all the time about his boy Noah Brown that need to get cut. He is
man, watch your mouth, boy. Watch your
mouth. We go to blows in that one.
Shameless plug next Thursday. My HBO Max series comes out called The Staircase.
Hold on, Eric. I can put you on the big screen. Go ahead. Let's see. What you got now?
There you go. Playing the judge. Yeah, next Thursday, show called HBO. It's called The Staircase. It's gonna be on HBO Max. It's 8 episodes. I'm in 3 of them. The first 3 drop next Thursday. Then every Thursday there's another one that's gonna drop. I'm in 3 of them. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of hot. It's gonna be kind of.
What's the synopsis?
We're gonna check you out.
It's about a man that killed his wife by throwing her down a staircase.
Oh wow!
There's a Netflix documentary that's actually already done, and HBO adapted from the actual Netflix deal. So I got a chance to see some of the footage yesterday. The director pulled me in and Skyped me in and showed me some of my footage. I was like, man, I almost look like a real judge. So yeah, it was actually pretty good. I'm on screen with 3 Oscar winners, so it should be fun.
Not 3. Did anybody get slapped?
Congratulations!
Did anybody get slapped, boy?
That's the comedy part of the
show. Did anybody get slapped?
Nah. Actually, a couple people got killed on that show.
No, man.
Yeah, and it's true. It's a guy that's out of Raleigh, North Carolina. So yeah, he killed his wife. Come to find out, he may have killed some other folks, but this guy was off the chain, man. And he was rich too. Rich folk.
He was just paying it off. Killing people, paying them off.
Eric, I just sent you a request, so send that info on the fantasy league.
Yeah. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you tonight because we use the Sleeper app. It's the best app about fantasy football. It's off the chain.
What is it called? The Sleeper app?
The Sleeper app. SLEEPER. Sleeper app. So yeah, that's the one we use.
Right. Well, I got a shameless plug too. Kevin Durant had a movie. It's called Swagger. I'm in that, but if you blink, you're gonna miss me.
Oh yeah, I
Real
actually
deal.
auditioned for that.
It was
I
it
auditioned for it.
It was shot here in Richmond.
I know. I auditioned for
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Yeah. I'm in there in the Richmond part. I play a AAU kid's dad. You know, you can see me sitting in the stands while he playing basketball. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if you don't stop at like 14 minutes and 23 seconds, by the time you get to 25, I'm gone.
So what's it on Hulu?
Uh,
What was it on Hulu?
it was on Apple TV.
Apple TV?
Yeah.
Yeah, I auditioned to play one of them slimy coaches, man.
Yeah,
when
man.
when I saw the script, I was like, man, this really happens? And
All
it
they
talked
did
about
was feed
all
me
that
all
crazy
day.
stuff.
All they did was feed me all day. That's
Oh,
it. Yeah.
But that whole AAU thing, with the way that they came up and
Right.
and how the coaches treated the kids,
Yeah.
it's crazy. But they've got something here in Atlanta now that they're going to circumvent the AAU and circumvent colleges. They got these kids that supported by the pros. They got their own gym. They got teachers and tutors, and they don't go to school. All they do is play ball, and they play against each other, and they're prepping them so they don't have to go to D League to go right to the pros.
I know that
from high school. So they circumvent AAU because these kids getting paid right now. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we got to get up out of here, man. Appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight to We Talk Sports, man. We had a nice panel, some great conversation. Hope to see you guys next week after the draft. A little bit of post-draft conversation. Who did it right? Who did it wrong? Who did something you like? Who did something you didn't like? You know, all I got to say now is come on, Jerry.
And shouts out to Milwaukee advancing to the next round.
With your funky. Come on, Jerry. With your funky. I ain't worried about I ain't even worried about your kid that done unfiled the lawsuit. I ain't got nothing to do with what you doing with your wife. All I got to say is come on, Jerry, with your funky. That's all I got to say. Until the next week, man. CJTv in the panel. We talk sports.